Hello, boys. We're live. Yeah. So the Montreal Canadiens tonight against the Winnipeg Jets, and they would lose because that's what Montreal does recently. The Canadiens played the Jets and lost. Yeah. Harry shaved his head. Yes, I did. High quality drawing. Hope you guys liked the shaved look. I like it. Hope you guys do. Real Matrix, I don't want to be Bergevin either. Like, I saw him on his phone. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, guys, basically what I'm going to do is, because my Wi-Fi seems to be not great right now, I'm going to try and rush this review, honestly. But, yeah, I don't want to be Bergevin either right now. He's going to try and make a move for sure, though, I think. Leafs win was sloppy for sure. I saw it was 6-5. That was really, really surprising, honestly. Congrats to Matthews, 4 points, though. That was nice. Shark Shake, definitely rough, man. Exactly. With this at the Real Matrix at this point with this Leafs team, Habs team, sorry, the way they're playing, it's like might as well miss and let Vancouver get swept by the Leafs for sure. Honestly, yeah, we don't deserve to make the playoffs. The Canadiens do not deserve to make the playoffs, in my opinion. Harry wanted to play Silverback. I wanted to play the Oilers. I said like Jets we'd have a hard time against. Leafs we'd be meh against. I'd love to face the Oilers though because it's almost a guaranteed second round appearance. Tip to tape, how's it going, man? Exactly, Real Matrix. We play so bad right before the deadline. It's like we want to sell at the deadline. The only problem is there's no one we can sell that isn't named Brendan Gallagher or Nick Suzuki or Sperry Kotkaniemi that's playing good right now. Even Suzuki and Koka, they're not playing great. And Galley's hurt. There's no one that you can really sell that is fantastic without either selling prospects or just picks. And Bergevin's great at using late round picks. So, yeah. Hamburger Man. Ducharme probably it really isn't ready to be a head coach. Like I think this is just proving Ducharme is not at all ready to be an NHL head coach. Line changes during the games. He's resorting to what Claude Julien was doing. It's causing chemistry issues. Exactly. Notice ever since Claude Julien, ever since Ducharme decided, hey, let's change the lines up. We need more chemistry and put Gallagher or kept Tatar Gallagher the same. Good for him. Changed every other line. Notice ever since then, we've been playing like shit. We are now on a 3-game losing streak. Sons of Liberty, how's it going, man? Angry Man for sure was a bad game. Thank you, Cameron Knox. Appreciate it. Habs fan, I don't think it's time to fire Bergevin. Dude's been really solid, I still think. He's still been really solid, I think. Hey, TBI, enjoy WrestleMania, man. Hope it's been doing good. Your fucking hair, you look like Mohaha. I'm dying. Yo, do I look like Dr. Evil, boys? Nice hair. Hey, thank you, James. Kate, my hair's all gone except for the little strip here. That's all that's left. I seen a thing. Yeah, Bergevin looking at Man. I think Bergevin's definitely looking to get some moves made. NZA definitely fucked this day. New Harry Rice sends lost Stutzel scored a beauty. Brown broke the record. Hey, let's go. Yeah, Lucas C, we absolutely should have played Primo tonight. Hey, Sons of Liberty, no problem, man. Thank you for coming by though. Marcus, indeed, what a game. Shark, it was definitely a really rough game, man. Wear your hair. Hey, James, my hair's all gone, man. Yeah, like the lettuce. Thank you, Marcus. Appreciate it, man. Woo, GG. Hey, Nolan, GG for sure. You guys just dominated us. Like, holy shit. THG, indeed, it is a new haircut. You guys want to see the back of the head? I'll try and show you real quick. I think you guys can see it. Let me know if you guys can see it. I'm pretty sure you guys could. Why did Perry get a 10 high quality drawing? Basically the dude. He chirped. Apparently chirped the refs, and so they decided to give him a 10-minute misconduct. What did you do to your thing? It's bad. I just got a mohawk. NZA. Literally all I did, just went to the barber today safely and with mask and stuff like that. It's yeah, I got a mohawk. I was gonna shave it all off, but I was like, nah, let's try out a mohawk, see how that works. Your haircut jinxed the Habs. Hey, Enor Tap, welcome back, man. Thank you, Enor Tap. My haircut did jinx the Habs, unfortunately. We definitely needed Price and Gallagher. We played years. We seem to play way better in front of Price than we do in front of our backups. Whether it's Allen, whether it was Kincaid in front of Primo, We always play better in front of Price. And is it because we know? And is it because we know the referees? Is it because we know Price will allow bad goals, and so we play better in front of him, and then in front of our backups we play like shit because okay, those guys haven't played in a while, they can make saves. I don't get why. Muller, hey, thank you, Winslow. Hopefully tomorrow Shorkin versus Shesterkin would be great. THD. So as the game being out of hand, I think, yeah, Nolan. I mean, the game was kind of getting out of hand at that point, so I do see why he got a 10-minute misconduct. It was very weak for sure. Hey, thank you, Joaquim. Joaquim's in the chat. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I hope Perry. I don't think Perry's going to be suspended at all. I mean, knowing Corey Perry, he might be. Who really knows? Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Looking at me like this, like I look like a goddamn onion head. Holy shit. Gotta go record. Hey, thank you, Nolan. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, man. Tonight's effort isn't 100% in our tap. Like it's been so embarrassing the past couple days. Like holy shit. Like the last 3 games have been losses, and they've all been bad losses for sure. They've been terrible. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't think it's the reverse retros. Unfortunately, we've won 1 game. I think the any type of curse was broken when we won. So yeah, hey, THD. Funny enough, I said that as well. Like when the one who cut my hair, when they cut it this short, I was like, oh shit, people are gonna say I'm a skinhead, aren't I? And yeah, I look like a skinhead when I do this. THD. Thank you, man. But yeah, I mean, I like my hair this short. I really like my hair this short. It's just, because I like rubbing it. As weird as that sounds, like my grandfather said it perfectly. It feels like sandpaper. I like rubbing my head when it's like this. Yo, Fazio, yeah, let's go, baby. Let's go. Yeah, Marcus, that was an insane ending to the Leafs Sens game. There was 3 goals scored in 4 minutes or something like that. It's funny the Sens forget they are the worst team in the division, but try and humiliate. Yeah, high quality drawing. It's like, hey, yo, Montreal, Toronto, you're gonna lose to us, and the Oilers come along. It's like, we'll inflate their record by 18 points. Why not? Yo, Gabriel, I don't blame you at all. That's why I was a little bit late as well. I was pissed. I was pissed off at tonight's game for sure. Yo, NZA, yeah, I prefer the long hair as well, but I was like, you know what? If I wanted to get longer, I gotta cut it, so. Why not? I was gonna keep it long and just get it trimmed, but I was like, nah, let's full on cut it. It's gonna grow back even more. It's like I was gonna trim it, but I was like, nah, it'll grow back within 6 months, something like that. Imagine if you get beat up by the Flames. Sharko Shake, there's no way it's gonna happen. They have to go 16-3-3 if we go 500. But if it happens, we deserve it. We don't deserve the playoffs the way we've been playing the last couple games. Hey, NZA, let's go. You still have long hair, man. And you still have your beard. I think you said you had a mustache, right? Yeah, Fazio, yeah. I think a lot of people do that. They feel their hair when they or their head, I guess you could say. They feel their head when they get it shaved. Yeah, Circle Shake, it is possible. It definitely is possible, but I should say it's highly improbable. It's possible, but not probable. Harry, next time. Oh my God! If I get a reverse mullet, I can get the or reverse mohawk. I can get the Legion of Doom hawk. Just get this. Keep the hair on the sides. That would not fit me at all. Jesus, where do we go from here? Ian or Tap? At least for not last year's Habs where we had 2 8-game losing streaks. At least we didn't lose a combined 16 games based off 2 8-game losing streaks. Yeah. Unfortunately for the Habs, this down streak means that the door is open for 2 teams. Yeah, exactly, Clifford. It's unlikely but possible. Exactly, man. For some reason, whenever the Leafs get a win against the Habs, they seem to tank. Yeah, high quality drawing. It's games are near dead last season. Oh, shit. Rip stream. Yes, I talk about hair instead of the game. NZA, fuck the game, man. Not gonna lie, I can't believe. Yeah, honestly, I was really surprised Savard went for first. But THG, keep in mind, Tampa traded for Barclay Goodrow for a first. Or Tampa got Barclay Goodrow and traded a first. So they're clearly doing the same thing here. They're acquiring defensive depth and giving up a first, a third, and a fourth for both Columbus and Detroit to retain. That's kind of the price you have to pay. I mean, the third and the fourth. The first, I think it was straight up Savard for the first. I think Savard, honestly, Tampa, I feel like there was somewhat of a little bit of a bit of a bidding war, not super like, oh, 2 first, 3 first, something like that. But I think it was like, oh, third in this, second in this, and then Tampa's like, we'll do straight up a first. And for some reason, every team, well, understandably, every team went, okay, yeah, no, fuck this, we're backing out. And then Tampa went to Savard, or Savard went to Tampa. So like I said, it's a thing like they did with acquiring Barclay Goodrow last year at the deadline. NCAA, don't worry about swearing, man. Don't worry about swearing, man. 5-0 is fucking brutal. I did see Caulfield's performance. He had 3 goals in his 3 goals. I wish 2 goals, 1 assist in his first game, and then today's game against the Marlies, he had 1 goal and I think a loss. Right? I think they beat the Marlies last night, and then today they lost the Marlies. Sorry guys, just checking something real quick. There we go. The first can basically be an early second. Exactly, keep ups. The first is pretty much keep ups. Holy shit! Welcome to the stream, man. The first can basically be an early second, pretty much. Carey Price's record is no more. TBC, and you're still gonna choke in the first round because the Leafs. Hey, Troy Evans, if you're a fan of the Oilers, let's go. Yeah, high quality drawing. He lit up the Marlies. Yeah, let's go. Like 4 points in 2 games. He's averaging 2 points a game right now, which is nuts. I'm sad that Jets couldn't get Savard. Yeah, Sharko Shake. I'm like, for me, I'm happy because it doesn't mean Savard goes to the North. But yeah, I wonder at this point. Like, I don't think they were still in on Ekholm because I don't think they want to give up what's his name. I forget what his name is. The guy who came up for them after the playoffs. Sharko Shake, you're a Jets fan. I think you know this guy, the guy who came up during the playoffs or after the playoffs last year. He had like 6 points in 8 games or something like that. Like, I don't think they want to part with him and a first. I'm a fan to beat Calgary. Hey, let's go with Troy. That makes the Palmieri's Ajax trade even better. Like, Palmieri is definitely really solid. He's good still. Ville Heinola, thank you, Aldi. Ville Heinola, exactly. Yeah, it was Heinola first and something else for Ekholm that they rejected. Kind of understandably so. I wouldn't want to give up Ville Heinola, even if it is for 2 years of Matthias Ekholm. I wouldn't want to do that either. Yeah, pretty much Palmieri and Zajac for a first is nuts. THG. Yeah, Matthews actually got a Hattie. Good job, TBC, man. Good job, Matthews. Exactly, man. Where's Campbell's Hart Trophy, Vezina, Ted Lindsay, and Olympic gold? I'm not sure Savard is enough. Yeah, understandable, man. Understandable, Silverback. Savard, I definitely think on Jan Ruda, who's on LTIR, Savard is definitely an upgrade. I think he's still a decent top 4. He's still a decent top 4 defenseman, David Savard. I think apparently what they're going to do is have a shutdown pairing of David Savard and Ryan McDonough. So I could definitely see that being the case. But yeah, TBC. I don't know if the Lightning are a super team. I really don't know, man. I don't know if the Lightning. I feel like that the Lightning are favorites. They're going to be eliminated. I think they're out in the second round. So for some reason, something just tells me Carolina is going to take out the Lightning. I don't know why, but something tells me like they're gonna regret this David Savard trade. Something tells me he's gonna not come up in he's not gonna come up big in the playoffs, in my opinion. Top 3 offense, best TVC. They have Victor Hedman and Mikhail Sergachev and Ryan McDonough. You don't really watch the Lightning get swept. That'd be nuts. Yeah, Campbell had a bad night. Thank you. I called his drawing. 5 goals on 30 shots. Literally, if Matthews doesn't get the hat trick, you guys lose 5-2. TBC. Matthews, you lose 5-3. Yeah, you lose 5-3. Actually scored 6 goals. That's how math works. I'm cheering for the Oilers because it's Calgary. Yeah, Clifford, understandable. Holy crap, you look like a wild thing. Yo, let's go, Pittsburgh Sports. A wild thing from Major League. Thank you, man. The old for the Canadiens were Tatar, Dano, Kotkaniemi, Toffoli, Suzuki, Perry, Drouin, Stahl, Anderson, and Byron Evans Lehkonen. Trades are not going to help us. It's time for gut check for Habs. Something is wrong in the locker room. Yeah, I definitely think something probably is wrong with definitely think there's something wrong in the locker room. Like, I think it honestly might be Ducharme. Like, since Ducharme has come in, we've had a few games. We've had a few good games, but for the most part, we've reverted back, especially recently, we've reverted back to Claude Julien's system. honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Ducharme is out before the end of the season. Like, I don't know if we're gonna put, say, for example, like personally, I don't know if we're gonna have. I don't know if we're gonna get Bergevin, for example, being like, "Yo, I'll take over interim head coach, whatever. Let's just do this," or if it's gonna be like, "Yo, Alex Burrow's behind the bench, and we're gonna rush another unready guy into the head coach spot." But personally, I definitely think Ducharme probably is done before the end of the season. Matthews carried the team tonight. I hope Campbell resets himself. Hopefully, high quality drawing, man. Hopefully, he's ready to be your starter in the playoffs. Hedman, Savard, McDonough, Chernak, Sergachev, Foot. There is no defense better than TBC. That is really solid and probably the best in NHL. But how will it work in the playoffs? Foot's a rookie, I'm pretty sure. And Savard isn't used to success. He's been in Columbus. Also, funny enough, let's run the topic of David Savard real quick. What the fuck is it? Oh, it's round top? Yeah, it's round top. Funny enough, boys, if he wins the cup this year, I think this card's about to go way up in value. Hey, Greg, I actually grabbed all of my young guns. Hell yeah, let's go. As much as I like to see Burrows do well, Clifford, I don't think he's ready at all, man. I don't think he's ready either, man. All he needs is glasses. Yo. Oh, shit, we're on. I don't remember where my glasses are. I'll find them eventually, though. Chevy, we want Savard. Like, what do you want for him? Okay. What do you want? Maybe something like a second. Whoever the fuck we want a first. Chevy, fuck no. Oh, yeah, Fazio. Like, yeah, that's understandable, honestly. Selke voters in the 2010s, your choices are Bergeron. I love Kessler, but Bergeron's your Selke winner for the 2010s. But like if Freddie was in the net, yeah, high quality drawing. If Freddie was in the net, given the down year he's been having, he would have allowed 8 goals probably. In your opinion, do you think? No, Darwin. I don't think we should have gone full rebuild. I think just retool is fine because Bergevin, our coaching, I have trust in the scouting staff, and Mark Bergevin. I think honestly that a retool is good. You can build within the draft. You can build with free agency, and you can build with the type of trades that Bergevin has made, you know? Really big fan of a lot of the trades and the signings that Bergevin has made recently. His drafting has been proving to be really solid. I think we're going to have a lot of young kids coming up in the lineup. So I think just maybe a retool would be good. Is Luke Richardson still an assistant? If he is, how's the power play? THG, power play is god-awful. And yes, Luke Richardson is still an assistant. Power play is god-awful. Ducharme is like the Babcock, pretty much high-quality drawing. Ducharme is pretty much like the Babcock of Montreal. Luke Richardson does the PK. Oh, yeah, Darwin, yeah. Luke Richardson does the PK. Burrows does the power play. Yeah. What happened to Stamkos? High-quality drawing. Apparently, he potentially might be on LTIR again. Potentially. As much as I'd like to see... Oh, I already read that. Hey, Josie, welcome back, man. We should just make Guy Boucher the head coach. Does Ducharme make Ducharme in charge of the PK again? Luke Richardson. Yeah, Darwin. I think Luke Richardson was decent as the defensive coach. Ducharme in charge of the PK. I think he was decent there. And Guy Boucher, I'd like to see him as well. Yeah, Demko versus Campbell. That would be really fun, Soviet Union. NZA, basically, Weber gave the puck up to Mathieu Perreault in front of the net for the 5th goal. Like, literally, dude just gave the puck right to Mathieu Perreault. That's why that's why everyone's hating on Weber again. That and he's defensively garbage. Who's the worst and best contract in the league? Fazio, best contract. If he were still hot, I would honestly say Tyler Toffoli. Dude had potential to be a 30 goal scorer this year before he slowed down. And dude was only getting paid $4 million. That was nuts. Worst contract, I think, easily has to be John Tavares. Hey, Leo, let's go. Mohawk Harry, baby. Luke Richardson was the power play guy when Doug Weight was the head coach of the Islanders. Under him, the power play was great, but he got let go after Weight was let go. That's why I asked how the power play was. Oh, well, THG, apparently Luke Richardson's in charge of the PK now. Yeah, Luke Richardson, he's decent on the PKs. It would be interesting to try him under the PP, though, if he was good under with the Islanders. Yeah, Peg City, man. It was a nutty game tonight. Exactly, Darwin. Like, that's nuts, man. That's nuts. Power play, we waste so much time. We were terrible. on the power play tonight. Yeah, Soviet Union. Yeah, Louis Eriksson. Yeah, memes. I didn't even think of Louis Eriksson. I was like, John Tavares is getting paid $11 million, but yeah, Louis Eriksson's not even in the lineup. Dude's getting paid $6.5 million or something like that. Yeah, Enortap. Evanson's been decent tonight. Yeah, honestly, in my opinion, I think our best defensive defenseman was Otto Leskinen tonight. Yeah, Otto Leskinen made his debut. We're about to get to that. For worst contract may present. Yeah, Clifford. Yeah, Louis Eriksson. Dude has 2 years left on his contract. Getting paid $6 million. Yeah. Vlad is very terrible, THG. He's not even in the lineup, I don't think. I typically try to bring positive. Yeah, Leo. Yeah, Winnipeg's our kryptonite, man. Like, I would not want to face Winnipeg in the playoffs. Like, that's why I'm kind of happy if we make the playoffs that we would 5, but we have a little bit of a chance. Well, we can at least win a game against Toronto. Oh, NCAA. If Eriksson was with the Habs, I would have called for them to buy him out long ago. Edmondson, Weber, Kulak, Petry, and Romanov, Leskinen were the defensive pairings tonight. Jake Allen would get the start once more, and Caden Primo would back up Jake Allen. The opening lineups for the Jets were Connor, Scheifele, Copp, Stastny, Dubois, Ehlers, Perreault, Lowry, Appleton, Harkins, Thompson, Lewis. Defense for the Jets was Morrissey, Pullman, Forbort, Pionk, and Stanley DeMello. Hellebuck would start, and Laurent Brossoit would warm up the bench. Before the game, Victor Mete would be a healthy scratch. I was wondering if there was a possible trade going on. As far as I know, it hasn't been announced, so it still is a possibility. But Victor Mete would be a healthy scratch in replacement. He would be replaced by Otto Leskinen, who actually just played last night in with Laval, I believe. Early on in the game, took a hooking call, Habs with the PK. Byrnes and Evans had a good shorthanded chance, but would draw a penalty. I really like Paul Byron's game in the first and second tonight, honestly. He was one of the Canadians that actually tried for the most part. Stastny went to the box for hooking as well. On our own power play, Kotkaniemi and Perry had a few good chances. Perry was hitting the knee, went down the tunnel, returned real quick, just walking it off. We were 1-for-1 on the PK and 0-for-1 on the power play tonight. Ducharme logic. Jake Allen gives up 6 goals in his last 2 games. Ducharme, fuck Primo. Allen, you're going in. Gives up 5 goals. Ducharme, this is fine. Yeah, Faggio, honestly, like, that, in my opinion, is proving how incompetent Ducharme is. Like, the fact that Allen has given up, 11 goals in his last 3 games, and most of the goals aren't even on Allen. There's been a few where it's like, okay, yeah, those are bad goals, but a majority of them has genuinely been on how shit we've been playing, honestly. Like, we've been playing like garbage in front of Jake Allen for some reason. And yeah, it's kind of no wonder that he's allowed 11 goals on 3 in the last 3 games. Hey, Rock and Sock, how's it going, man? Thank you for the compliment. I feel like we probably were thinking of doing Mete and a pick for Dunn. Yeah, Darwin. I mean, given Mete was a healthy scratch, I don't know if that would change things, considering Mete wasn't playing tonight. If Mete was in and, for example, all 5 goals were saved for somehow, all 5 goals were scored. Oh, Mete turned the puck over. Oh, Mete with a bad bad pass and they score. If it was something like that, then yeah, absolutely, I think St. Louis would pull out. But, Mete wasn't even in the lineup, so that's probably why. I honestly think they might consider Mete and a pick for Dunn, probably. I could see that being the case. Something like, say, Mete and a pick for Dunn, and then, say, for example, Lehkonen a second, for example, and a prospect for Hoffman, for example. I could see the Canadians doing 2 trades with the Blues. Like, okay, we're generally fine. We're generally agreeing on a Mete for Dunn trade, and then they go back on Hoffman later. I could see that being something the case. For some reason, whenever Stamkos, when the season starts halfway through the season, he gets injured, comes back for the playoffs. The NHL, when they see Stamkos in the end of their season, is to invalid. The NHL, when they see Stamkos in the end of their season, is to invalid. What do you mean? High quality drawing? Hey, Buds fan, no problem, man. Thank you very much for the compliment as well. Appreciate it. Yeah, MZ, I wish I can go back to the 70s as well, man. Not just because of the Habs. Oh, NZA, shit, man. Sorry, man. The player positioning in the offensive zone or when in transition is horrible. I've seen better in Pee Wee. It's got to be the lack of practice. So, yeah, Enortap. Like, honestly, I think at this point, like, it's not like the fact that they keep repairing. I think the fact that they keep repairing, like, they keep repeating these errors, they keep dumping and chasing, they keep reverting back to the Claude Julien system. Honestly, I don't like it. I hate it, and I think this is proof that Ducharme is almost kind of like how what's his name in Buffalo was, because when he was in practice and he would be seeing these errors committed, he wouldn't stop the practice. He would just keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going, and The dude would just let him commit these errors. Ducharme is almost that level. Ducharme is almost as bad as the Buffalo Sabres head coach. Hey, Jeff, how's it going, man? Like Steven can play in the regular season. Yeah, I called a drawing. How about permanent waivers for Weber? Get Molson to eat that money. Free up cap space for 4.5 million players for the next 5 years. Paul, is that possible? Can we put Weber on permanent waivers? Get Molson to eat the money? Because I think if we wanted to say put Weber on LTIR, say to retire him, for example, Weber wants to retire after this year, I still think you try and go to Nashville and be like, hey, look, Weber wants to retire. We know you guys would have this massive cap space. Just warning you, he's going to retire. So if you guys don't want that, we can have a trade, something like that. Yo, Marin, Austin Matthews is fantastic. 100% going to be the Maurice Richard winner, or the Rocket Richard Trophy winner this year. Hey, Franco, thank you. Franco, thank you for coming by, man. Yeah, Rick just finished. The group therapy is here now. Yep. Stamkos should have the record for having the most cups without attending halfway. Yeah, high quality drawing. 100%. Like the fact that's even one, that's kind of embarrassing. Andrew, how's it going, man? I got a mohawk today. Ryan L, how's it going, man? We should just replace all our coaching staff. Yeah, Darwin, 100%. I understand if you couldn't find replacements right away, for example, but yeah, like Richardson, I could kind of understand keeping. He was decent. Ducharme, I don't get why, honestly. Hey, thank you, Julian. Appreciate it, man. Enjoy the dream life. I'm not going to give out their name or the company just because I don't know if that would be the best to, but someone did it. Someone cut my hair for me. I didn't get my dad or my mom to do it. Faggio, Weber's getting old. He's starting to fall off a cliff, man. Petry had a good opportunity after poor puck handling by Hellebuck. Otto Leskinen had a few decent shifts to start his season in the NHL. Do you think it's weird that there's no Wayne Gretzky trophy? Maybe the fact that his number's retired. Yeah, Clifford, I think that's probably good enough for now. I don't know what you're for, but yeah. I'm Nub Newbie. I'm not going to say who cut my hair just for privacy reasons, but yeah. Burrow started well in repairing Enor tap. I don't know why we've reverted back to the Claude Julien system of our power play. But yeah, when Burrows came in, he was really solid. I think we're clicking at something insane, like 70-something% on the power play or something crazy like that in the first 7 games we had Burrows behind the bench. Ever since then, it's gone downhill. What do you think of this trade? Gabriel, I love that, man. I love that trade. If the Oilers could throw in a first, if we have to eat all that cap, I definitely think they should throw in a first. Exactly, Andrew. Weber's 35. Faggio, worst contract for your team, 100% Weber. At least Price can play decent on some nights. Weber's just a third-pairing defenseman at this point, making $7 million against our cap. Yeah, Luca, exactly. Our power play is 1 for 18 in the last 6 games. It's almost as bad as the Leafs' power play drought. But at least the Leafs were winning games when their power play was 1 for 30 or something like that. Oh, all-time, Faggio. All-time worst contract. Shit. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look. Yeah, Enor tap. I mean, Weber could be hurt, but then again, you look at what happened with Weber last year. A dude got, I think, not broken ankle, but something happened with his ankle, and people were thinking, oh, his season's done. Came back 3 games later, and he was looking fine. He was looking solid still, in my opinion. I think I don't know what's going on with Weber, but yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he looks after the season and thinks maybe I retire. I would not be surprised, honestly. It's nuts, honestly. It's nuts. What do you think of the idea of bringing Ghost for Byron and trading also for Nolan Patrick? Maybe 2 players that can bounce back. Or I'd kind of be down for it. He's only 26, I think. So he's got maybe a year or 2 to prove, okay, he can maybe be a top 4 defenseman. I think Ghost for Byron is a decent trade-off. Getting Nolan Patrick with that as well, I would like that. The only thing is you'd probably have to throw in, say, a conditional third, for example, on something for Nolan Patrick. I think getting Patrick could definitely help the Canadiens. Well, not help the Canadiens. I think he could potentially have a bounce back with the Canadiens. It's just the dude's only 21. I think if you wait another year or 2 before maybe going after Patrick, if he's still getting into bust territory, I think maybe waiting a little bit to get Nolan Patrick could work. Yeah, Paul, I did see Gus have his own unconditional waivers being terminated on Saturday. Okay, so not permanent waivers. It's unconditional waivers on for a buyout. Okay. I mean, that's the thing, Paul. I would love to buy out Weber's contract. The only problem is you kind of got to deal with the cap hit of that still. Like Gusev is going to get paid. I think his cap hit is something, it's half of that. So it's like 2.25 for the first year, 1 point something for the second year. And I think for third and fourth year, it's like $700K. So they average out that 4.5 million over 4 years instead of what is it? No, yeah, what is it? Yeah, because he was only signed for this season, I think. If he was only signed for this season, then it averages out for the next 2 seasons. Weber, we'd have to hold on to that for like 12 years, which is fucking crazy. Imagine if Weber gets traded. Yeah, Soviet Union, I'd be fine with that, honestly. Wait, doesn't someone... No high-quality drawing. Mika Zibanejad, I think, has 70... Or it's like... No, not 79. It's like 74. The Mika Zibanejad doesn't have 99, though. 95? That sounds interesting. Yeah, Luka Ghost is a healthy scratch, but that's for the Flyers. With the Canadiens under a different system, he might gel. Joaquim, I've said that for a while now. I'd love for the Canadiens to get Mike Hoffman. I would love for us to get Mike Hoffman. I think he's a great goal scorer. Not obviously, the guy you can rely on, but I think he would be good on that first line spot to replace Gallagher for now. And then once you get him back, you have an issue of, oh no, we have too much depth, too much goal scoring, which I love, honestly. That's a good problem when you have too much depth, in my opinion. That's a great problem. Yeah, exactly, Uriga. We were able to turn Petry from, okay, this dude's great, he's on a bad contract in Edmonton, to he's a good top 4 guy with offensive masterminds when he's on and with the right partner, and not Brent Kulak, who's a defensive-minded defenseman. Pierre LeBrun on TSN says Habs have been linked to Rickard Rakell after the Galley injury. Yeah, I think that would be decent as well. I think Rickard Rakell is a guy who can step in on first line, and Perry, because I think Perry can cover Galley's spot really well. I'd love Rickard Rakell on the Canadiens. My only concern is how much is it going to cost to get Rickard Rakell? Like, I know he signed for this year and next year, but you already have a lot of cap eaten up for next season, and you're going to need cap if you want to re-sign either Tatar or Danault. My personal opinion would be Tatar and Danault over Tatar. But for me, it's how much do you have to give up to get Rickard Rakell? Because it would have to be cap going back, whether it's Byron or say Tatar. Maybe you trade Tatar maybe you trade Tatar and be like, hey, if you guys can, say Canadiens re-sign Tatar and immediately trade him for Rakell, for example, something like that. Enjoy the dream life. We don't need to do a complete teardown, in my opinion. I think we've built kind of around trades, if anything. We've kind of done what the Leafs have done, obviously not having 5 superstars, but they don't have 5 superstars. They have Matthews. Nylander's a good top 6 option. They don't have 5 superstars. Enjoy the dream life. Are you a Toronto? Oh, you got the default profile picture. I think we have, I don't want to say a franchise centerman in Suzuki, but I think we have a good first-line center in Suzuki. Potential goal-scoring beast in Caulfield. I say potential. A potential really solid second-line center in Kotkaniemi. And that's the thing. People are going to say, oh, all you have is potential. That's all the Leafs had. That's all the Leafs had when they drafted Riley and Matthews and Marner and Nylander and all these guys. All they had is potential, but it's what they turned into that was kind of correct, So I think the Canadiens don't necessarily need a full-on rebuild. I think they just got really lucky in some of their trading, in some of their trading and their drafting. Caulfield falling to 15th. I think 2 years later, you look back at this trade, or 2 years later with now, I definitely don't think Caulfield goes under number 10 or past number 10, in my opinion. Not at all. In the next 5 years, who will be the goaltender? Demko, Shesterkin, or Pettersson? Best goaltender out of there, in my opinion, I still think it's probably going to be Thatcher Demko. I think it's going to be close between Demko and Shesterkin. Pettersson, I think, is going to be solid, though. I think he's going to be good. Tap. I think problem with Weber is he's still playing way too much. He should be getting third-line minutes, which would roughly amount to 16, 17 minutes. I'd even say maybe 14 or 15. But yeah, Weber's playing way too damn much, in my opinion. No, Randy, I didn't lose a bet for the haircut. I wanted to get my haircut. Well, my mom wanted me to get my haircut, but I was like, yeah, let's get the haircut. And I decided on a mohawk. Hey, Winnie City, how's it going, man? But yeah, you guys can see the back of the hair again, I think, hopefully. There you guys go. I didn't necessarily ruin him, but I do agree with him that it wouldn't be good and beneficiary or beneficial. I don't think it'd be beneficial to the team to call Caulfield up at, like Jeff said, when everyone's probably mad in the locker room after games and pointing fingers potentially. I don't think it'd be good to call Caulfield up now. Like if we were on a 3-game winning streak, for example, then I'd say, yeah, call Caulfield up, give him a chance, let him have confidence. Real Matrix, what would I do if I woke up tomorrow and seen Weber was traded to New Jersey for PK Subban? As long as Jersey was retaining 50% of Subban, I'd be fine with that. Subban's still a decent top 6 top 4, like, or neither of them are top 4 defensemen in my opinion. Both of them are good top 6 guys, or top 6 defensemen, bottom pairing defensemen, I'll say. Yeah. When Galley is injured, the right wingers on the team could be Toffoli, Ricard, Caulfield if he gets called up, and Perry. Yeah, bro, that would be fantastic. And even then, when Galley's on the team, all you have to do literally is just move Toffoli to the left wing because he plays the left wing as well. And I think even Raquel can actually play the left wing as well. So you could potentially have a right wing of Galley, Caulfield, Anderson, Perry, and then a left wing of, if for some reason we resigned him, or even this season, Tatar, Toffoli, Raquel, for example. Like we could have a top 9 of that, and then down the middle, obviously, Dano, Suzuki, and Stahl. And I think we have a really solid team right now. I think Raquel would only help that and potentially get the team really going. Holy shit, I have a lot of comments to get through. Yeah, high quality. Chucky got 3 assists on the Matthews line. Let's go. Oh, Faggio, Mete and Byron for Hoffman done on a 4th, 100%. If for some reason whoever the GM in St. Louis is calls Bergevin, he's like, yo, this might be a lot to ask for, but boom, and he suggests that trade. I think Bergevin 100% is like, yep, all right, we'll do that. Send over the paperwork or whatever. Like, let's make this official. Because losing Byron's cap space, getting rid of Lehkonen and Mete, who are pending RFAs, getting back Mike Hoffman, a goal scorer, Vince Dunn, who could potentially be solid, and you get a mid-round pick and a really wild card draft. Bergevin 100% says yes to that. Exactly, Randy, and we have a lot of talent. We just need the offensive system like Toronto or Tampa has. We need those types of things. Yeah, Clifford. Lego's a Habs fan in addition to being a Canucks fan. Yeah, he makes videos about Caulfield all the time. Like I saw he made a video about him last night, even though I'd already seen the game, the Rocket game, Caulfield's first. Like I still watch the video. I was like, yeah, this is fun because it was really cool listening to the game. I didn't watch it. I listened to the game, but it was really cool. Exactly, Snakes on the plane. Habs would have to give more with them taking Byron's contract, but if for some reason, say Rod Benamor, say the Blues GM called Bergevin and wanted that trade, 100% Bergevin's going to accept it. If Bergevin called St. Louis about it, highly unlikely they take that as is. 550. If you reach 550 in the next 7 days, go bald. Faggio. I mean, if we reach 500, if we reach 550 subs in the next week, I will go bald. I will try and go back to that barber or just get someone I know to do it. And I will ask them to shave me bald. I will ask them to. John mentioned in Rick's stream, Habs shoot mostly from the perimeter. What do you mean by that, Randy? Hey, let's go, Windy City. Hell yeah, Hawks had a great game. Let's go. Yeah, Randy, and thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't think Bergevin will trade back for Subban after the really rocky finish he had in town. Yeah, offense looks non-existent, Randy, for sure, man. Harry is second intermission star talking Habs. Hey, thank you, Randy, and I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, buddy. Newbie, I've been on Rick's channel a few times actually. Thank you for asking though. Great channel though. If anything, I pray to God in the next 3 days. Yeah, Bergevin probably won't probably go after Taylor Hall. But I mean, if it's giving up, say, a second and something else for Taylor Hall, that's all you have to give up. 100% you go for that, I think. Defense reinforcements are coming in, at least Harris, Stubble. Yeah, like Luka, I think if you have, say, Harris, Stubble, Norlander, Gooley, Fleury, Brook, that's a really solid top 6. I think the only one you'd really want to keep is Romanov. Like the fact you have 7 potentially really solid defensemen coming up. Coming up, I say, with Romanov, because he's technically not into his own yet, opinion. The fact you have 7 defensemen coming up, I think could technically be a really good problem that we have too much defense. Unless we do something potentially. 11 forward, 7 defensemen. Maybe. I do not. Where am I? Do you think Weber will retire? When will you bring up Caulfield? Newbie, probably. I'd say probably next season if we keep losing right now. Sean's headband, thank you for the compliment, man. Dave Forv asking Harry to become a Jets fan. Nah, no problem, man. Deal. Hey, let's go. Randy, yes, I know you cannot sub another 80 times unless you create alt accounts, but please don't do that. I think Alchinic is starting to get, high quality drawing. He's definitely starting to get his game back. A newbie, 100%. I would ask Price to waive his new movement clause, whether it's because if they take him, I think it's a win-win because either, okay, boom, you ask Price to waive his no movement clause, and if he says yes, then either it's a win-win because either Seattle takes Price and you get $10.5 million of relief in your cap space, or they pick it, or they don't pick him, and cool, we don't lose Jake Allen, and you still have your goaltending tandem next year, with Jake Allen taking $3 million less than he's making right now. Shoot from perimeters mean they shoot from outer marks. Yeah, I agree. Like, we seem to shoot a lot from the outer marks. Like, down the middle, like Kotkaniemi, I will mention this. Kotkaniemi had a good chance, which we're actually about to get to. He had a good chance from the slot, but just he wasn't able to get it off. So, yeah, I definitely agree with John. We shoot from the perimeter a lot, it seems. I agree with you. Of course, Randy, no Taylor Hall. Need a player-only meeting, and if that doesn't work, Ian Tap. I definitely think we need a players-only meeting. I hope we. It's not time to fire Bergevin. I don't get what everyone wants to. I don't get why everyone would want to fire Bergevin when the players are not doing great. Yeah, Taylor Hall is cursed high quality drawing. Yeah, Luka Romanov's in the conversation. The fact that we have like potentially 7 or even maybe more, depending on how the upcoming drafts go. I definitely think we have a lot of really solid defensive talent. Obviously, unfortunately, not all of them are going to make the NHL for the Canadiens, or even make the NHL at all, maybe. But if somehow they all do, that could be pretty solid. Why I'm going out tonight. Hey, Andrew, thank you, man, for coming by the stream. I appreciate it, buddy. And remove the guy who got an elite Caulfield, Eric Stahl, Suzuki, all having plans. Exactly, I called you wrong. Thank you, man. What's your opinion on Poehling? Newbie. I like Poehling, honestly. I think the dude, obviously, he had a great rookie game against the Maple Leafs. Had a great game, 4 goals, obviously, including the game winner in the shootout. I think he came back next year. His head was bloated. I think his head was bloated, and getting set back down the NHL definitely helped him. I think under Joel Bouchard, I think it's Joel Bouchard, right? Former NHLer Joel Bouchard, the AHL head coach for the Laval Rocket. I think that's who it is, right? Guys, if someone could tell me. I love that, honestly. I think playing him in the AHL this year, for one, helps his game, and also, 2, he's not playing in the NHL, so he doesn't need to be potentially protected from the expansion draft, so it's a win-win for the Canadiens, in my opinion. Exactly, in tap. It's not Bergevin's fault. He's done some great trades and pickups. Ask yourself why they start to fade off after a while. It's not the GM's fault. Exactly. Thank you, Ian Tap. Exactly. Exactly, man. It's not Bergevin's fault that he traded for great assets, and it just sucks that they can't seem to gel right now, personally. Here's why I think we need to fire Bergevin, because he made a trade for Stahl and also fired coaching staff and still played bad. What's next? Nothing. And look at New Jersey. Fired the coach. Mark made some good moves. Yeah, Price. Yeah, hitting scoring chances. Shit, Randy. Thank you, man. That sucks. We need Matthews to teach Ilya Mikheyev to shoot properly. He will get every breakaway goal if Matthews teaches him. Well, high quality drawing. That's good for the Leafs, man. Hate being negative, but negative, but no chemistry among. Yeah, unfortunately, Randy. It seems as soon as we lose Galley, we kind of lose all chemistry we have, because we're struggling to keep the lines up. It sucks. Changing the GM will not impact the play on the ice. Exactly, Luca. Like, we might fire Bergevin. Say we fire Bergevin tonight for whatever reason. Say, Bergevin's out as GM. Certain player here brought in, or certain GM here and player. Jesus, certain GM brought in as new Habs GM, and we could go out one day and play the same way we did tonight. Like, firing Bergevin is not going to do anything. Joel Bouchard, thank you, Andrew. Appreciate it, man. Newbie, 100%. We should not keep Dom Ducharme as head coach. We've been going back to Julian's head coaching styles under him. He said that he loves offense, but he hasn't shown it. We've gotten outscored 11-5 in the last 3 games, and we didn't score any goals tonight. So pretty much we got outscored pretty much 11-2 pretty much over the last 3 games. We didn't even score tonight. Hey, Piper Sniper, thank you for coming by, man. Go Jets, go. GG's for sure, man. Lovely Mohawk. Hey, thank you, Luna. Appreciate it. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate you stopping by. Hell yeah, high quality drawing. Galley for captain. Galley should have been the captain in my opinion. I like Weber as a person, but it should be Galley as our captain. Galley is the driving force behind this team. Where am I? Byron missed a big pass to Stahl, could have scored. Shots were 6-0 Habs 11 minutes in. This was really surprising. Didn't like the Habs still dumping and chasing the puck though. Kotkaniemi then overthought a simple shot, but I do like that he wanted to get it off. He just, like I said, he just overthought about it. You guys should trade Jordan for a power forward. With Piper Sniper, we have Josh Anderson. We have, I guess you could say, Brendan Gallagher. We have guys that are technically you could consider power forwards. I don't think trading Duran would be good. He's one of our few playmakers. Like, yes, Duran's been bad the last couple games, but I just don't know. Yeah, Price. Yeah, Price is number one. New Jersey fired the GM after the coaching staff got fired, and they still played bad. Exactly. So firing Bergevin's not going to do anything to us, potentially. I do remember that Soviet Union. That was fantastic, man. Newbie. A lot of people said Guy Boucher. I think I'd be down for that. I've been saying Patrick Waugh. I still think you give Patrick Waugh a chance behind the bench, personally. I think he'd be down to come back to Montreal in the head coaching role. You have a good night. Hey, Rock and Sock. Thank you, man. Appreciate you coming by to the stream, buddy. Exactly a quality drawing. If we fire Bergevin, we might just get someone like a Brian Burke or a Pat Burns. And Brian Burke, as much as I like Brian Burke, I don't think I would like that. I'd say just add more size, add Mantha. When we play the Leafs for 7 games with the size players we have, yeah, Snakes, I think Mantha, I haven't seen too much of Mantha in Detroit. I've heard a lot of people hyping him up. I do think I'd like to get him. The only problem is how much would you have to give up for Anthony Mantha? Do you think it was a mistake to not trade for Dubois? Lawyer, potentially. I think Dubois has done great in Winnipeg thus far. He didn't score tonight, I don't think. He might have gotten an assist. I'm not sure. I do think it could have been a mistake for the Canadiens to not trade for Dubois. But then again, in 3 years, it might not be. Because if, say, the deal would have been, say, Dubois for Kotkaniemi, Mete, something else in a first, for example, those pieces might have turned out great for the Jets while Dubois busted in Montreal. Just because he's working well with the Winnipeg doesn't mean he would have worked well in Montreal, for example. So, yeah, Piper, Duran only has 2 goals, but he has 19 assists. He has 21 points. So, hey, Darkness, let's go, baby. Let's go. Last thing, when should we fire Bergevin? Price? I'd say maybe 3 years if we don't make the playoffs for whatever reason. If we don't make the playoffs for the next 3 years, yeah. Not sure Juan as hot-headed would be. I mean, Ian or Tap, I think maybe it would be because his hot-headedness could get to the team and be like, all right, we're fired up. Juan wants us to do good. I don't want to get yelled at again. Let's go out and let's do good. But then again, it shows he's passionate about the team. I don't want to see a head coach that goes out there. We're down 5-0 and be like, all right, guys, go out there. You just skate around, whatever. I want to see someone like Patrick Waugh. All right, you guys, go out there, get the fucking puck in the net, like do all this, and I want to see him get hot. I want a head coach that gets mad and gets competitive. I want someone like Patrick Waugh on the team instead of someone like Dom Ducharme. And I guarantee there's going to be 1 or 2 people that watch this in the future and they're going to be like, oh, wow, Harry's being so racist against French people without realizing Patrick Waugh is French. Or they're going to hear, oh, we should replace Dom Ducharme and think, oh, wow, what a racist. And then, oh, we should replace him with Guy Boucher or Patrick Waugh, who are more French-sounding names and more French than Dom Ducharme. And just being like, oh. Yeah, Brian Burke would be like, oh, let's replace all these Europeans, good old 6'6", 230-pound North American enforcers. Erickson. We got Riley Nash. Yeah, high-quality drawing. I mean, don't expect him to put up like 20 points in 20 games. He's a defensive for a fourth-line center. He's pretty much a depth move, so he's a decent pickup for the Leafs, though. Duran's had far too long to improve and get his game together. Andrew, though, Andrew, we don't need a goal scorer for $5.5 million. Saku Koivu was pretty much a playmaker for his career from what I can recall. And he was getting paid somewhere around Duran money, I'm pretty sure, right? So, like, for me, I think this season he's been doing good. It's just recently he's just not been great in the last maybe 5 or so games. He's been bad. Before that, he was really solid. I don't get why all of a sudden people are shitting on Duran again just because he's had some bad games. Before those bad games, he was really solid. 21 points in what was it at that point? 30 games or something like that. He's been good. I thought Drouin's been really solid before those games. Let's just do what Oreo. You know what? Let's just do what Oreo said. Ghost Patrick and Ghost for Byron and like Drouin, man. I don't know if I'd want to do that. Who do you think Seattle will pick in expansion draft? Newbie? I think it could be Jake Allen. I think it's Jake Allen, or if he's potentially exposed, I think they maybe pick up Arturi Lehkonen or Joel Armia. Whichever one we don't trade at the deadline, I genuinely think that we end up losing whichever one that is to Seattle. I like Patrick Waugh compared to what we have. Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate it. As much as I like Morgan Riley, he's really been having a bad season. I literally have an ice-worn Riley. Damn high quality drawing. Not been great unfortunately. I like Riley as well. It's just, he's John's favorite Leaf right now. So it sucks seeing him having a bad season and hearing John have to say, oh, wow, he had a bad game. It's like, oh, no, come on, Drouin is way too inconsistent. Now you see why Yzerman wanted to dump him quick. But Tap, that's the thing. That's my problem, is that Drouin was only 22, 23, something like that when Yzerman dumped him. I think you have to wait until 25, 26 to really call a forward a bust, in my opinion. I agree with John on that. Yeah, Drouin might be inconsistent, but that's the thing. Like I said, Tap, he was having a good season before the last 5 or so games. Like there was 1 or 2 games where he was bad before then, at least from what I can recall. These last 5 games, he's been bad. So he's not necessarily inconsistent. He's just like every forward. He has bad games now and then. Yeah, Sporty, something died on my head. I just haven't bothered to take it off yet. He's been turning over a lot of pucks. We need another TJ Brody. Really? We will trade Weber for Riley deal. Seriously, Sporty, I didn't lose a bet at all. I just decided to get a mohawk. God damn it. This is the only thing I hate. Screw it. This lone strand of hair is going to stay there. Why not? Ron Hextall is a coach, Soviet Union, I think. I thought he was a head coach for the Flyers. Or for the Penguins now. Habs forwards are all second, third liners. Unfair to ask for first line production for any of their forwards. Exactly, Paul. Like, for me, like, I don't think we need first line production from any guys. We just need guys that can produce, like Toffoli. Like for me, Toffoli, he's a great player in my opinion. For me, Toffoli, he's a great guy. He can be a consistent 20, maybe 30 goal scorer in a 82 game season. He just happened to be having a really solid year this year. Gallagher, same thing. He can put up 50, 60 goals. 50, 60 points in an 82 game regular season. Okay, I'm going to try and fix this. Dano, he's a 50 assist guy, 60 points, Tatar, he's typically a 40, 50 points. He's 15, 20 goal guy, 40 points, something like that, We have second, third liners, but we have enough of them that we can comprise a really solid team, in my opinion. Newbie, I don't think we should trade Ben Sherratt necessarily. He was decent this year. I thought he really rebounded from a fairly bad playoffs last year. I thought he was doing decent with Weber before he got his injury, unfortunately. Hey, Luca, let's go. Jays are only up 7. Jays are up 7-0, and it's only in the second inning? No way. It has to be later than that. Hey, Mike, go Jets, go. You're a Jets fan. Thank you for coming by to the channel, man. Oh, he's the GM of the Penguins, not the coach. That stays with Sullivan. Thank you, Soviet Union. Oh, yeah, Newbie. I think Galley's new contract is a great one, honestly. Like, I think he took a bit of a pay cut, honestly. I think Galley definitely took a pay cut, personally. I think he probably could have made $7 million on the market because he's a really solid second-line guy. Maybe first-line talent on a few teams. And I think a majority of the NHL teams want guys like Gallagher on their team. But yeah, I think Gallagher's new contract is going to be a really solid one. I heard Bergevin wants to trade Drouin for making more cap space. Oh, damn, Price. Let's go. Hell yeah. Rain delay made them start at 9:45. Jesus, Luca. Thank you, man. Holy shit, that's nuts. Wow. I wouldn't mind Rasmus Sandin or Littlegram to fill a spot for Morgan Riley. Really, really high-quality drawing. That could be interesting. Bergevin's contract ends next year. Damn. Travis Green, Soviet Union. I really can't say much on him. I haven't seen the way Vancouver coaches that much, but kind of baffling, honestly. Okay, where am I? Habs defense was falling a bit short. I think it was a Petry. Let the Jets get a few good chances, but Allen made some great saves. Jets late in the first pushed for a goal, but they weren't able to find it. That would do it for the first period. Still scoreless shots, though. We're 6-5 to the Habs. Very boring first period. Yeah, Habs went the final. Apparently the Habs went the final 10.5 minutes of the first period without getting a shot. So that was That was really scary. Where am I? Early on, the Habs were going back to the PK. Weber got called for holding. Habs did good killing off the PK. I liked it so far tonight, 2 for 2 on the PK. The Canadiens then shortly afterwards went back to the power play this time. Dubois got called for hooking. Habs were not able to get too much done on the power play. Hopefully it got better as the games went on. 0 for 2 on the PP. Kulak was spent a minute 30 on the ice in the first. Logan Stanley was on the ice for nearly 1:30 in the first, or in the second period. And Otto Leskinen was on the ice for 2 minutes and 7 seconds. Kyle O'Connor looked to have scored, but it somehow hit the crossbar and stayed out. That's why we should fire Price. Price is number one. We can't just fire. Why would we fire Bergevin this season if he's got another year? Like, just let him have this another year. If for some reason Molson did want to fire Bergevin, just pay him the one last year and then let his contract run out. I do think we are going to re-sign Bergevin, though. 100% we're going to re-sign Bergevin, hopefully. Hey, high quality. Thank you for coming by, man. Appreciate it, though, buddy. We now need a Naslund. It's needed badly. That's why we're sucking up so bad. We need to pull the trigger finally on a huge name goal scorer. You're right about Sherrod. Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate it, man. I mean, that's the thing. How many elite goal scorers are available right now? Like, Hoffman isn't really necessarily elite. He's not that 40, 50 goal scorer. I'd say he's a consistently good 20, 30 goal scorer in the regular season, maybe 40 if he's having a really good year. But that's the thing, like I said, what like really big name goal scorer is going to be on the market? Like Cole Caulfield could potentially be that goal scorer for us. Like, I'm not saying, he's absolutely, he's going to be a 60 goal scorer. Like, he's going to be a good 20, 30 goal scorer, hopefully at the very least. Obviously we'd hope for 40 plus goals, but I'm not going to get greedy. Whatever we give a Caulfield, I'm happy with. I think this team overall has what it takes for me, Ducharme, that's messing things up a bit. Yeah, Onion Man, like you said, the chemistry is bad. He's changed things up a lot since he's taken over. Deep pairings are not great. Yeah, I think Bergevin. I think Ducharme has definitely made a lot of. I think he's definitely just been like, Jesus Christ. He's been really bad behind the bench. How many games till Caulfield gets called up, do you think? Conservative lawyer, I said after the 18th, he gets called up because that's when the Rocket have like a 13-day gap without any games. So for me, I said, call him up after the 18th. If we keep losing like this, I think you just don't play him. You don't play him for those 13 years. 13 years, Jesus. So 13 games. Don't play Caulfield within the next 13 years, please. I don't think you call Caulfield up after the 18th if we keep losing like this. I don't think you want to put him. I don't think you want to put Caulfield on a losing team like the Canadiens. I think you'd much rather keep him in Laval and, play him, let him get his confidence. I think you'd want to do that, honestly. Hey, Andrew, yeah, Gaston got here. He's just here now. Really, Travis Green had 70 points in nice games with the Islanders, but it was a minus 20. I did not know that. Thank you, Soviet Union. Caulfield's basement is 25 goals. Really, Luca? Hey, Ray, bro. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Faccio, all you got to do is just send over Perfetti and we'll give you Paul Byron, man. It's that simple, man. Oh, yeah, true. Price, that is true. Line A from Columbus is coming up. But that's the thing, is he's a pending RFA. And, I understand, Canadians could still go for him. But what would you need to give up for Patrick Laine? Faggio, for me, I don't think it's that he's really inconsistent. I think he's playing terribly right now in Columbus. I know he got a goal tonight, but he's playing he's playing under an incredibly defensive system with John Tortellini. And I don't think the Canadians want that. Yeah, exactly, Clifford. We picked up, I don't want to say an elite goal scorer. I think we picked up a really solid goal scorer in Tyler Toffoli, though. I think we picked up a really solid goal scorer in Toffoli. I think maybe you want to get Laine. Maybe you risk it. Maybe you do say, since he's not having a great season, say a second Mete and maybe a good, decent prospect. Because that's the thing, he's having a bad season, so his stock is really low. So as much as it's, like really you just want to offer that for Laine, keep in mind he is having a really bad season in Columbus, so it's technically lowering his stock if Columbus did want to sell him, which I would be really surprised if they don't try. And maybe on Monday, if they're out of the playoff spot by a lot, not by a lot, but if they're out of the playoff spot by this is not going great, I wouldn't be surprised if Monday they open up the phones and be like, hey, we're going to try and trade Laine. Who wants Laine, Yeah, Real Matrix. Caulfield might end up being our best prospect. Yeah, exactly. We took time in developing, I think, for sure. We let him stay in NCAA. We let him do his education, which I think was a really smart move by Caulfield and showed maturity from him. And then we're playing him in the HL. We didn't sign him and rush him to the NHL. Like, we signed him. It's like, all right, you can play in the HL. We'll give you some time. I love that. Exactly, Paul. Yeah. Behoove us to remember. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we beat Philly in the postseason 5-0, and then they won the series because our goal scoring up after that game for sure. Hey, let's go, Jeff Carter, baby. Let's go. Yeah, Fazio. One day he's amazing. One day he's worse than Tom Brady as a 50-year-old playing hockey. Wow, thank you, Soviet 764 penalty minutes. Jesus. Then Stastny scored. It was a poor choice by the Habs. They on a really bad line change. Dubois gets a breakaway. Allen has a good poke check, though. Petry decides, nah, I want to play for the Jets tonight. Gives the puck right to Paul Stastny, puts it home. 1-0 Jets lead. I put please bench Petry for the rest of the second. Unfortunately, he was not. I can't believe we kept Virtanen. Yeah, Clifford. Like, I don't want to make fun of the Jets, but like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, wow, that's incompetence right there by Jim Benning. That is massive incompetence. Like, I understand if Toffoli didn't want to resign in Vancouver, then that's a whole different thing. That's not incompetence. Just shit, we traded for a guy and it just so happened he didn't want to resign. But if it's like, yeah, Toffoli was open to resigning and Jim Benning was like, nah, we want Jake Virtanen instead. That sucks for Jim Benning. I feel bad for Vancouver because like people have been picking on them for Virtanen over Toffoli, blah blah blah. It genuinely sucks. It would have to be a worked on deal by Bergevin. Future drafts we can put in that deal now. We have enough time. Yeah, Andrew, that is true, man. That is true. I mean, plus if somehow, some way Columbus doesn't tenure an offer sheet to Patrick Laine, or an offer sheet doesn't qualify Laine as an RFA, he becomes a UFA. So Montreal theoretically could try and trade. We can trade and draft him. We can try and sign Laine in free agency, but they're going to tenure a contract to him though. They're going to qualify him, I should say. Weber wanted to showcase he can play better than Petry. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Real Matrix. We're going to get to that. Believe me, we're going to get to that. Yeah, Randy, a shocker definitely would be trading Drouin. Like, as much as people say, oh, Drouin's inconsistent, Drouin's bad, whatever, I wouldn't think we would trade Drouin. Like, I definitely think a shocker would for sure be trading Drouin. I would not believe that. Hey, Andrew, thank you, man. Appreciate it. See you, man. Appreciate you coming by. And thank you guys for 15 likes. Just want to point that out. Don't want to leave those. Thank you, guys. Habs went back to the power. Yeah, Habs went back to the power play. Stastny got called for, I believe it was another hooking, actually. We weren't looking good at all, but late we had a decent chance, couldn't score on it, though. 0 for 3 on the power play. Did you hear about Jim Benning? He got pissed on, I think, Sportsnet 360. Told the other dude he didn't know what he was talking about and told him the cap problem isn't nearly... Soviet Union, I feel so bad for Canucks fans. This is the same guy that just re-signed Tanner Pearson over trying to work on Pettersson, Demko, or Hughes. Or no, they've re-signed Demko over Pettersson or Hughes. This is the same dude. Jesus, dude. I feel bad for you guys. We are going to sign Laine in free agency. Now the trade will be Laine and Dubois for Roslovic. Fazio, man. If you guys get Laine back, that's going to be nuts. Hey, Wolverine, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Laine only works here if someone can... That is true, Randy. Someone like, say, a Gallagher or a Drouin, for example. I agree with you. Just imagine we have a first line of Tardino Gallagher, for example, right? First line, if we're still bouncing the lines. Just imagine having a second line of Drouin, Suzuki, and Laine. Just imagine, boys. Hey, let's go, Derek. Flyers win over the Bruins. Let's go. Nice piece. And hey, thank you, James, man. He had better sign. Oh, yeah, Clifford, 100%. If he lets Hughes and Pettersson say somehow doesn't qualify an offer sheet to either of them, or say just qualifies them, it's like, okay, we'll qualify you guys, and takes offer sheets on those guys, that is a big mistake. And 100% he's losing his job if he doesn't. I think if he doesn't sign them by July 1st, even if he tenders offers to them, he should lose his job, honestly. He should lose his job. Hey, James Berry, please don't spam, baby. Please don't spam. Imagine Marchand got canceled. Soviet Union, that would suck, honestly. I would hate for Marchand to get canceled. He's fucking dope, in my opinion. Imagine if we had Laine and Caulfield in our top 6. Yeah, Real Matrix, man. That would be nuts. Like, imagine having Laine, Caulfield, Toffoli, Anderson, Gallagher, and Corey Perry somehow, say in 3 years, say Corey Perry somehow still playing for the Canadiens. Like, that'd be nuts, honestly. At least, you guys don't have that Skinner contract, man. That's a really good one. You know what makes this loss worse? Habs got an amazing pep talk from a pediatric oncology patient who would have pumped up any other team, but yeah, that sucks, Luka, man. Holy shit, that really sucks, man. Not everyone gets the tank. Exactly. Not everyone gets the tank and get Lemieux or Crosby or Melk, and not everyone gets the tank and gets these franchise level talents. Franjo, I think there's a great chance that Bergevin trades Mete. If he was held out of the lineup tonight, if he was a healthy scratch, I think the chances of Mete getting traded are probably at 75% now. I think there's a good chance he gets traded. Imagine if we still had, Habs legend Aho. That'd be nuts. Or Edmonton who don't. Yeah, exactly. Edmonton who decides, you know what? This guy doesn't have a great draft review record, but you know what? Let's go out and let's draft Neil Yakupov. Let's let Toronto draft Morgan Riley. Get a bag of peanuts for Mete now. Damn, Randy. Oh, would you rather have Taylor Hall? 100% line A, Wolverine. 100% line A, man. 100% line A. They posted the pep talk on the Habs YouTube. I definitely have to. I have to check that out for sure, man. We're still 8 points up on Vancouver. Can't believe team will. Yeah, Heinz. I hope we can. I definitely hope we can. Definitely hope we can. We can turn it around, man. Hopefully, Mete in a third for Vince Dunn. Yes or no? 100%. That's a yes, man. Like even getting rid of a third, like say even if it's Mete and I don't want to say a second, Mete and a third for Vince Dunn, I'd be a fan of that personally. Mete was being showcased for 2 or 3 games, yeah. Like I'm honestly looking back, I think when Bergevin was asked, is Mete in the lineup for to be showcased? When Bergevin was saying no, he's not, we're putting him into play. I think it was a mix of him needing to play because Sherratt was out, but also like. Yeah, let's showcase Mete. Hope we can trade him, and I think it'll work. Peter Laviolette is a real coach. Randy, if Raybro's still in here, he can tell you about Laviolette. Give us Mete in a second. Darkness, you're not getting Mete and a second for Vince Dunn. There's no way you're getting a second for Vince Dunn. I'm gonna sleep, Harry. I'm gonna sleep happy knowing Blues are back in playoffs. Right? Hey, let's go, Darkness, and thank you for the haircut hype. Thank you, man. Hey, let's go. Dallas Stars won 4-1. Let's go. Where am I now? Drouin took I think it was a diving penalty. If someone could remind me what Drouin's penalty was, it might have been hooking as well, actually. It was a Jets power play, and they scored. Nikolaj Ehlers scored to make it 2-0 Jets lead. Looks, though, Ducharme for some reason was challenging for goalie interference. I believe it was Mathieu Perreault in front of the net, got a piece of Allen's glove, it was out of the crease. Because it's Ducharme and he's stupid, it's a good goal. Habs back to the PK, 2 for 3 on the PK tonight. Yeah, Randy, I can't blame you for not watching the third period, man. Can't blame you at all. I like how when Byron has a good night, Bergevin sends him on waivers. Yeah, Matrix. I mean, I can understand. I could definitely understand why Bergevin would want to do that. He probably wants the cap relief gone, but I think part of it is also because every 30 days Byron has to be put on waivers or something like that. It's like if he's out of the lineup for a certain amount of games, even as a healthy scratch, like he has to be put on waivers, or it's something involving like the taxi squad or something like that. But Dunn is overrated. I keep Mete and give him another chance. Really, Hines. I don't know if Mete is going to get in the lineup next year though, because you have potentially Struble. I was about to say Cam Harris, but he's a centerman. Potentially Struble, potentially Gooley, who are going to come up in the lineup. Potentially is that third left defenseman, which means Romanov is your third right defenseman, or your second left defenseman. And maybe Cale Fleury gets a chance to shine. I don't know if we. I really don't know if we give. I don't know if we would have that spot for Victor Mete. I think Vince Dunn could at least maybe potentially push for giving Caden Gooley that another year in the AHL, for example, or a year in the AHL, because I think he's actually back in juniors right now, I think. Imagine if Edmonton had McDavid, Draisaitl, Hall, Riley, and Eberle. Fazio, like 100%. Like I think that was who was their GM at that point? I forget his name, but like, yeah, if they had all those guys, like that'd be decent. Like they'd be a decent team. Like, I mean, Eberle, that's the thing. Eberle just kind of wasn't working out in Edmonton, so they kind of had to trade Eberle. And like that's the thing. Like Hall was good, Draisaitl was really solid, McDavid is good. Riley, we don't know if Riley would have worked out in Edmonton. Maybe he does. Who knows? Yeah, exactly, Randy. And yeah, we can't afford to lose anyone else on the waiver wire. Like Byron's the guy that we can. Wolverine, really, if Mete doesn't get traded, he's going to Seattle. Really, Wolverine, you think so? Mete's a great skater and passer. He only needs to work on his defensive zone positioning. I believe in Mete. Hey, Hines, I mean, I want Mete to work out as well. I'm not one of those guys that are like, oh, I don't like Mete, I want him to fail. But like, yeah, I believe him. I want him to work as well, man. Yeah, Real Matrix. I've heard a lot of people saying Mete would be a better forward. I probably would agree with that at that point, honestly. Yeah, Luca. Yeah, McDavid is good. I mean, Real Matrix. That's the thing. Would Seattle take Allen if we leave Price exposed? That's $1 million question. I'll thank you, Intertap, for posting that again. Mete equals done plus a third or a fourth. Yeah, I think because I think Mete is the younger player by like 2 years, right? So I think maybe St. Louis has to add to that. I'd probably take a fourth. I don't think you're going to get done and a third for Mete. I'd be game to try Mete at left wing. That would be interesting, Jeff King, because I know I think what's his name? Dan Heinout. I think he played right defense, but also played left wing center and right wing. Dude was a primary forward who could play defense. Maybe Mete becomes that, a forward who can also play defense, maybe. Who knows? Someone's going to take that face of mine. I swear to God, please don't do it, guys. Jets weren't able to score on the power play this time, but not looking too great right now for us. 3 for 4 on the PK tonight. Just like that, Derek fucking Forbort made it 3-0, snapping a 30-something game goalless drought. This sucks. That would do it for the second period. Jets lead at 3-0. Shots 17-14 to the Habs. I put Hellebuck's getting a shutout because I knew we weren't scoring tonight. Dunn just had a controversy of saying the N-word on stream. So his value might have really Real Matrix. If you're able to join the Discord or message me on Twitter at Harry Race Hockey, send me the clip if there's a clip of something like that, because like that's weird. I mean, it could have been a PewDiePie thing where he just thought of the worst thing to say and dropped the N-bomb on stream, or maybe, I mean, I don't know. There's a ton of different ways that could be taken personally. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if nothing's come out about him using it, say, on the ice or like being derogatory against guys like Kane when he's playing Kane, because he's playing Kane and Reeves a lot this year. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I think it could just be another PewDiePie type of situation personally. Like it doesn't excuse it at all, but still, like for me, it's levied slightly. If he's not a racist, then it's just, heat of the moment. Because heat of the moment, I'll say some fuck shit, not anything like that, but just I'll say some like. Go back, guys. If you haven't already, go back and watch my Let's Rage Super Mario Bros. Video. Like I said some weird shit in that video. Like that's the type of stuff that I say when I'm gaming. Where am I? I put Primo in the third period, not because Allen's been bad, but you can't really blame any of the goals on him. Maybe the third one, but it was just a pure snipe. We just play like shit in front of him. Stastny on a breakaway earlier in the third, but Allen with the save. So we did not start Primo. Big shock. Jets had a few defensive turnovers in their own zone. The Habs are looking a bit decent now. Byron looked hurt. I hope he's all right. And then Corey Perry got a 10-minute misconduct for fucking chirping. I was really confused at this point why they were, but I understand there was a few scraps going on. As someone mentioned earlier, I forgot who it was. If you're still in here, you can point yourself out, but I apologize for getting who it was. But they said they probably gave Perry the extra misconduct because the game was getting out of hand at that point and they wanted to have something like that. So it's 100% understandable. It was on Twitter when he searched Vince Dunn. He does it. He was listening to a song and only said the N-word. Seemed accidental, but a lot of people were okay. Romatrix. If he was listening to a song and said that, then yeah, okay. If he was saying it to a song, like for me, I don't think that's a big deal. I assume it was a rap song. I hope it's not any Johnny Rebel or anything. I hope it's nothing like that. But yeah, if it was just a rap song or whatever, like yeah, if it's accidental. If he was listening to a song, he was like just rapping like N-word, blah blah blah, something like that, and then he quickly realized what he was doing. It was probably accidental, man. Like I don't think there should be any hate for him for just accidentally saying it like that. Mete, Lekin, and Byron in a second for Hoffman, Dunn in a fourth. I'd do that, Fazio, because I think I would say it's probably a second, Lehkonen and Mete for the cap. Or I'd say it's probably a second and Byron. Maybe Lehkonen as well for Hoffman, then Mete for Dunn in a fourth. I think that's a fair trade, Fazio. I think that's a fair trade. You'd be a good GM. Hey, your Sharks got 1-1 after one. I'm booing that because I don't like the Sharks, but let's go, Derek. I'm happy for you. Man. Flames up 1-0 over the Oilers. Let's go. I think I picked the Oilers to win tonight, funny enough. WrestleMania. Hey, yes, Randy. I did know that. If this were me 3 years ago, I would have had a hard time choosing between WrestleMania or the hockey game, or if this were me like 6 years ago. But now I'm like, meh. I'm not big into wrestling like I was in like 2012 to 2016 or 2017. Canadiens then went to the PK. Edmondson got the only penalty for some reason. Between him and Logan Stanley, who was going at it with him and Josh Anderson. The Jets scored 7 seconds in. Andrew Copp made it 4-0 Jets. I put this was disgusting. We were 3 for 5 on the PK tonight. Thankfully, that would be the last time we would go. Yeah, true. Luka Leckie is too important, too valuable for the PK. I wouldn't be surprised if we maybe get rid of Armia then. I mean, between Lehkonen and Armia, I would think we'd maybe give Armia. I think just Lehkonen's been very... I think Lehkonen was just very, very snake bitten recently. You maybe want to get rid of him instead. Yeah, Randy. Like if I had been able to see like, okay, Habs are going to lose 5-0, I maybe would have half-assed watching the game and just watched WrestleMania instead for sure. I would have just been like, okay, let's see if I can get a torrent, or I mean a totally legitimate stream of the WrestleMania. I mean, I could watch the second half of WrestleMania and try to forget about tonight's game. Yeah, I have no clue. What would you do if Stahl requested a trade? Hamburger Man, I wouldn't blame him. Honestly, because we could probably get a good return for him. Yeah, Lehkonen hands a stone, keeper Armia. Yeah, Randy. I mean, I honestly said when Lehkonen missed that empty net last game, I was like, and that's probably, unfortunately, his career as a Canadian done. But he played tonight, so bad necessarily. But yeah, I agree, Randy. I'd probably keep Armia over Randy. AJR skills. I just felt like it. I want me and my mom both agreed I had to get but I should probably get my hair shaved. It was getting way long at that point, and I wanted to shave it as well. And I wanted to shave it, or I want my hair to grow back as well. So I was like, you know what? Why not? Let's get a mohawk. You know, my grandfather was over, and right before we were leaving, he was like, get a mohawk. And just laughed. We laughed as I left, and I was like, let's get a mohawk. Let's go for that. And so now here I am with a mohawk. Riveting story, I know. Yeah, Randy, we're still not as bad as the Sabres. So he might look at it and say, hey, 3-game losing streak, at least, 3-game losing streak, 4 games to the Canadiens, at least we're not the Sabres, you know? So something like that. Where am I? I think I missed this actually. Byron looked hurt. Hopefully he was all right. He looked to have injured his knee or something like that. He was back by the end of the game, thankfully. He was playing his regular shifts. Looked fine. He looked fine. So maybe it was just like something like a Charlie horse, for example. Something like that, maybe. That's what I'd assume. You'd be a good GM instantly. Relives when I was starting HTHSL and they traded second O'Rourke for Kahuna in the third. That is very true, Fazio. Hey, Nolan, reactions up, man. Hey, thank you, Nolan. Appreciate it. I gotta definitely check those out. Gonna watch WrestleMania? Let's go, Nolan. Enjoy your WrestleMania, buddy. Enjoy WrestleMania. Let's go. 2-run double for Bo. 9-0 in the bottom of the third. I wish it was the bottom of the ninth. Bottom of the third. Jesus, Luca. Let's go. Pretty much playing for fourth and seeing, Habs Guru, for sure. We're pretty much just playing for fourth at this point. I hope Vancouver or Calgary can't catch up to us at this point, but I mean, we'll see. We'll see for sure, man. Where am I? Jake Evans and Morrissey then fought. Good on Evans for winning the fight. Really good on him, man. Really weird seeing Jake Evans fight, but like I said, good for him. Habs did not give a shit 11 minutes into the period. They're just passing the puck around at that point. And then Weber, being the inconsistent defensive shit he is, gives the puck right to Mathieu Perreault, puts it home. It's 5-0 Jets. We were absolute garbage these past 2 games. We need to get rid of Ducharme soon. He has not helped this team at all. Harry Rice is GM. The first thing I believe would happen is, Byron maybe becomes captain. Maybe Hamburger Man. You're lucky that Vancouver. Yeah, Fazio. I mean, I don't want to be like, oh yeah, I hope Vancouver doesn't finish so we can make the playoffs. Like, no, I want them 100% to complete their season. Like, I want all the guys to be healthy and come back, finish the season. And if it means taking out the Habs, they deserve it, because Habs do not deserve playoffs the way they've been playing the past couple games, personally. But yeah, if Vancouver doesn't finish the season, that sucks, honestly. I would love for them to finish the season personally. Like, and that's saying something when we don't play Vancouver for the rest of the season, and I want them to keep playing or play the rest of their season. Ducharme, I already put that. Final minute, nothing important happens. This team doesn't care. Final shots were, I believe, 25-19 Jets, who win at 5-0. We fucking suck. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to put someone down in. No, why are you in purple? Thank you. There you go. There you go. Yeah, exactly. Me too, Luca. Like, if we make the playoffs, I want us to make them fair and square. Exactly. I don't want us to, be on the technicality. Oh, well, Vancouver didn't finish the season. I want it to be like, all right, Vancouver played 56 games, Habs did, and if the Habs or Canucks get in, like, okay, both teams played fair and square. No, Paul. No, okay. If I don't want fucking Mario Tremblay back. I mean, maybe it means we get rid of Carey Price, so that might be a blessing in disguise, but please no. Please no fucking Mario Tremblay. As usual, guys, I will give the stats. Actually, guys, what would you rather do? Would you rather me give the stats since you got shut out? Just say the one change and get right to the outro. What would you guys prefer? Because literally nothing changed about the stats. Nothing changed about the stats except literally one thing. Sure, I'll look at the Raptors game, how it finished. How did the Raptors finish tonight? If Google would load for me, that'd be fantastic. If you had to make 3 trades for the Habs right now, what would they be for the deadline? Mike Hoffman from St. Louis. I would have said Brennan Montour from Buffalo, but he's now in Florida. I would have said David Savard, but he's in Tampa. So Mike Hoffman from St. Louis, Vince Dunn from St. Louis, because I honestly think they're probably going to be. I honestly think they're probably going to be different trades. I don't know what I'd say. 87 points in the first half. No way. Oh. 135 to 115. 87-point first quarter. Because only the Raptors could sell at the deadline and decide, hey, you know what? We're going to go and we're going to beat the Cavaliers by 20 points and score 87 in the first half. Only the Raptors could do this. Only the Raptors would decide to do this. Jesus Christ. And of course, Gary Trent Jr., some bench player, gets 44 points because why wouldn't he? I have no clue who had the best plus minus. I genuinely have no clue, honestly. Yeah, like I said, would you guys rather? Okay, I'll just read the whole stats. 10-0 Jays. They're blowing out the fucking Rangers or the Angels, whoever they're playing right now. Toffoli, 19 goals, 11 assists, 30 points. Petry, the opposite, 11 goals, 19 assists, 30 points. Tomas Tatar, 8 goals, 16 assists, 27 points. Nick Suzuki, 7 goals, 17 assists, 24 points. Brendan Gallagher, who unfortunately is injured, 13 goals, 9 assists, 22 points. Jonathan Drouin, 2 goals, 19 assists, 21 points. Philippe Deneau, 4 goals, 16 assists, 20 points. I heard rumors of Habs wanting Ryan Murray from New Jersey. Really, Hamburger Man. Let me look up Ryan Murray real quick, actually, then. Also, guys, I'm going to be ending the stream at about an hour 30. Andrew, Jets game, Vladdy Baseknock. Let's go. It's apparently 10-0 Jays. Ryan Murray, let's look him up on HockeyDB real quick. He's 27. Okay. Shit, damn it. I don't know his salary right now, but Ryan Murray. Yeah, only 13 points in the third quarter, Fazio. That's nuts. I think they got outscored 27-13. So, like, that's a yikes. Like, the offense just dried up from the second quarter to the third. Yeah, Tab. Gary Trent Jr., I just saw drop 44 points, but Ryan Murray's loading for me. He's got 10 assists in 31 games. I like that. Last year, he only had 9 points in 27 games. The year before that, though, 29 points in 56 games, only 1 goal. Yeah, so Ryan Murray seems to be a guy that's like, Jesus, second overall draft pick. That's a yikes. But yeah, Ryan Murray, like I like this guy. Like he seems to be a really solid defensive forward, defensive defenseman, who can get you get you half a point a game potentially. I like that. Definitely think Ryan Murray could be a good fit for the. For the Canadiens, honestly. I genuinely think that that Ryan Murray could be a good fit for the Canadiens. Is he a right defenseman? Because if he's a right defenseman, he would definitely be really solid. Be really solid in that third pairing. Again, going up here, guys, I kind of want to shave it all off. I'm not going to, but I kind of want to. Trent got the buzzer beater the last game. Hey, let's go, Andrew. Thank you, man. So yeah. Josh Anderson, 14 goals, 5 assists, 19 points. Jesperi Kotkaniemi, the exact opposite, 5 goals, 14 assists, 19 points. Shea Weber has 5 goals, 11 assists, 16 points. Corey Perry, 9 goals, 6 assists, 15 points. Paul Byron has 4 goals, 8 assists, 12 points. Joel Edmondson, 2 goals, 9 assists, 11 points. Yoel Armia, who is still in COVID protocol, I believe, 5 goals, 5 assists, 10 points. Arturi Lehkonen has 3 goals, 7 assists, 4 points. 3 goals, 4 assists, 7 points. Jake Evans has 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points. Ben Sherratt, and who is currently injured, and Alex Romanov have the exact same points, 1 goal, 4 assists, 5 points. Brendan Kulak has 4 assists. Victor Mete has 3 assists. Eric Stahl has 1 goal. Michael Frolik, Xavier Ouellet, and Otto Leskinen, the only Montreal Canadiens to have played games with the Montreal Canadiens this year that have no points. If they kept the pace from the first half, they would have had 174 points. Jesus Christ, Faggio, that's insane. Fights. Ben Sherratt still leads the team with 4. Josh Anderson, Corey Perry have 2, and now Shea Weber, Joel Edmondson, and Jake Evans have fights. And then Brendan Gallagher is the only Montreal Canadian to currently have a penalty shot. All right, guys, so the outro, because as usual, I do the outro to end the streams, because why wouldn't I? Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, favorite, and share everything, which includes but not limited to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everything else. My name is Harry Rice. Subscribe on Puff Club, subscribe on Heath Club, subscribe on SubHub, subscribe to join the D Nations. If you remember the Mollen Squad, thank you very much for monitoring any comments on any streams and or any videos that I post. Sons, welcome back, man. Sexy returned right at the outro, man. Links description are my Twitch. Once again, my PS4 fix. I definitely plan on streaming on Twitch once again. I think it'd be really fun to try that out compared to YouTube. See which one I like better for. Streaming games. Also in the description is my PayPal, my Amazon wish list, and the PO box. If anyone does want to send me anything, it is greatly appreciated. Never at all ask for the PayPal. If anyone does send anything via the PayPal, you will get your name on the big ass board of non-donations. That'll be in the background of me for the next 25 days of Harry video and the next live stream. The reason I do it for both is because the live streams typically look like garbage, so the video makes up for it, I think. Amazon wish list in the PO box. Ryan Murray's making $4.6 million and is a UFA next year. I think you can get a 3-team deal going there. Maybe say Detroit or something like that's involved. If say New Jersey retains 50%, you send them say a third or something like that for Ryan Murray, since apparently that's what he went for after being traded from Columbus, was a fifth. I think if you can do something like that to retain the next 50%, and I think you can get Ryan Murray. I think he'd be. Thank you, Jeff, for coming back to the stream, man. Definitely still live for sure. There we go, guys. So stream cut out for a second, so that's a good sign that I should end it. But yeah, Jeff, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Savard retained 50% by Columbus and Detroit right now. Does that mean he's making? Yes, Faggio. That means he's absolutely making nothing. Absolutely. That is how retaining 50% with 2 teams works. Absolutely, Faggio. You got it right. But the Amazon Wish List PO box and the PayPal are in the description. Like I said, never at all required to watch the streams at all. It's only there if you absolutely want to. Oh no, it's 10-1. The Jays are gonna choke. No. PayPal or the PayPal, like I said. Amazon wish list and PO box, if anything is sent to me, it is greatly appreciated. Never asked for it either. But if there's anything sent to me, it will be opened up on a video. You will get a video of me unboxing whatever it is. If anything is sent to me, unless it's in the months of November, December, in which case they'll be held onto during my they'll be held onto on my desk and open during a special Christmas Eve live stream. So yeah, guys. Also in the description is my Discord. It's where I post a notification every time I go live and every time I post a video. We also talk in there. It's pretty fun on there sometimes. Kind of sus, but it's really fun. Yeah, Faggio. Unfortunately, it's a joke. It seems be a joke. Who knows? Also in the description is my PayPal. No, not my PayPal. My speedrunning account. Since I do have a controller that works again. Habs only fire coach or GM when they know a bilingual person. Yeah, Randy, for sure. This will be the Habs' downfall for sure. Like, they've always ran by this ideology, unfortunately. Yeah, I think this could be the downfall. You know, there's a very limited amount of people that are bilingual, that are GMs and coaches of the NHL that aren't available, that aren't already head coaches elsewhere. And even of the remaining ones, like, how many of them do want to be a head coach or GM in Montreal? Like, it definitely could be the downfall, unfortunately, you know? Like, I will be honest, I think maybe you fire Don Bouchard sometime during the season and Mark Bergevin steps up as a head coach. I honestly think Bergevin could be a good GM head coach combo. I think he'd be solid at that, personally. But yeah. So the speedrunning account, I do now have a controller that works on my computer. So I'm able to speed run games if I want, and I want to make some gaming videos. I still got to start working on that spreadsheet. I keep forgetting about it, but I got to start working on the spreadsheet and letting you guys know what games I have available and what games you want me to play on a video. So I'll try and get working on that eventually. I'm watching some movies tonight. I'll put it on my little notes tab thingy. And the final thing in the description, unless I forgot something, is my letterbox. It's where I rate and review movies. Very rarely I'll actually review them. Most of the time I just rate them. Um, Most of the time I just rate them. Check it out if you want to know movies I love, unless you'd rather check out the video I made for Christmas Day last year, which may or may not be in my top 100 movies of all time of 2020. Or if you want to wait till the end of the year this year, you can check out a special day video for the end of 25 Days of Harry. I think if Don Ducharme goes, really Habs guru. You think Bergevin goes as well? Why do you think Bergevin goes? Yeah, or if you want to check it out if you also want to know what movies I hate. I definitely want to do a video on that in the future. I think it'd be really fun to do so. Yeah, guys. Yeah, that's gonna do it for today's stream. That's the outro if you're new here. So yeah, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I love every single one of you guys. Before I do go, I do want to do this as usual while I do my little spiel at the end here. If you guys can get some triple hearts go on the chat, it mean a lot. Thank you guys, by the way, for the 15 likes on the stream. It means a lot. Thank you all so much for watching the streams. It means a lot. I genuinely. Hey, Enor Tap, thank you, man. You're awesome as well, buddy. Thank you, guys. Thank you all. And like I say, guys, I say this at the end of every stream. If it weren't for you guys that come by and watch the videos, I wouldn't be here doing the streams right now. I'd probably watching or playing some NHL 09 or watching YouTube or something like that. I wouldn't even be online. I wouldn't even be live right now. I'd probably be just still pissed off about the Canadiens game instead of being fairly content now. I got all my rage out on stream, so that's really all. That's a great mechanism, I think, is streaming, and it's also because I get to talk to you all, some people who listen to me rant about the Canadiens when they lose like this, or listen to me praise them when they play really good. So yeah, guys, if it weren't for you guys that watch, that whether you lurk or you're actively commenting or whatever, it means a lot that people want to listen to me come on here and talk about the Canadiens games and answer your guys' questions. It means a lot, guys. So thank you all so much for coming by to these streams. It means a lot, guys. I'm hoping eventually I can turn this into my full-time job. I will be honest. I do want to make this a job eventually because, I mean, people say you really can't do a job you can't have fun doing your job. I think that's complete BS. I definitely think if we keep working hard with this community, I need to start pumping out videos. I need to kind of work on more streams. I think the streams will be hockey content. The videos will be kind of miscellaneous stuff. Hey Rick, thank you, buddy. You're coming by right at the end of the stream, unfortunately, man. But I like I said, I think if I can eventually, like, I don't expect to make this my job in the next year. That's just unrealistic. Like, say in the next 5 to 10 years, like if I make this my job, that'd be great, man. That'd be fantastic. I'd love to make this my full-time job. Come up here, keep talking to you wonderful people. Even if by then it'd be incredibly hectic in the chat and I'd probably be live for like 4.5 hours. It'd be worth it because you guys are what makes me keep streaming and posting videos on YouTube. So again, thank you all so much. I don't want to keep any of you here longer than I need to be, and I don't want to keep going on with this sappy little spiel, but it means a lot that you guys are here. Rich J, you're coming in right at the end of the stream. How are we getting all the OGs right at the end of the stream? Rick Nelson and Rich J coming in at the end, man. That sucks. Love the hairstyle. Hey, thank you, Rich J. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for coming by to the stream. The mohawk is pretty sick, man. I was gonna cut it all the way down again, but I was like, nah, I don't want to look like fucking Ty Domi. I don't. Oh, who's the Canadian? I was gonna say I don't want to look like Saku Koivu, but like Saku Koivu would be an honor to look like. I don't want to look like Ty Domi if he played for the Canadiens. Like, I think of a bald Canadian. I think of Saku Koivu immediately. So, yeah, admire the hard work, man. You as a fellow student, I can't imagine the work. Hey, Luca, man. Thank you, man. It means a lot, buddy. Yeah, I try and put in as much work as I can. I've been meaning to get on working on videos again, but just the Habs right now. The Habs have kept me going for the stream. So I think in the off season is where we're going to start doing a lot of off season content. I might try and get some free agency stuff pumped out. Maybe I definitely want to start working on some gaming videos. I've been trying to do movie reviews and stuff like that, but I'm still trying to figure out how I want to do them. If I want to do like a Mystery Science Theater 3000 video and just like have a commentary of me commentating over a movie and like have you guys watch with me. But But yeah, I like if I want to. I don't know if I want to have it be something like that where I obviously don't show the movie, but it's like my commentary. It's like, oh, start the movie now and do something like that. I don't know if I want to have it be like a nostalgia critic type video. If I want to just talk about the movie, show the DVD or whatever, have the poster. I'll figure it out though. I figure it out, guys. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know in the next stream or something like that, or DM me on Discord or message me on Twitter. Or if you guys want the email, go to my YouTube channel. Go to the about section. My email is there under like inquiries or something like that. Love it, man. Honestly, rocket proud. Hey, thank you, Rich J. Appreciate it, man. Funny enough, the emo, I was about to say the emo, the mohawk is something that I think I really rock well. I really love rocking the mohawk. So thank you guys. Yo, DDT, let's go. Tetris videos, man. You know what? If you guys want Tetris videos, DDT Regulator is your guy. He goes live very rarely. Dude needs to go live at Tetris again. Dude is jacked at Tetris. I mean, hey, if you're down, DDT, Tetris tournaments, maybe. Hey, let's go. Flames up 3-0. Let's go. But yeah, guys, stream Monka S. Let's go. DDT, yo. Guys, go check out DDT Regulator. He's got some great content on this channel, guys. Go check him out. He's one of my homies, one of my closest homies for sure. He's a dude. He's one of my best friends. I think I could ever ask for. So, Mr. DDT, thank you for coming by to the stream tonight. Appreciate it, man. And hey guys, I think that's where we're gonna end the stream. We're on some good vibes, man. We're on some good vibes tonight. Yeah, it's been a good stream, guys. It's been a really, really fun stream. I need to end it. I need to end the stream. We're having such good vibes that I just feel like I almost need to end the stream. So yeah. Harry versus DDT Tetris Pog. Yo, I have one Tetris video. But Mr. DDT, is that including the streams? If that's not including the streams, then you're lying. You might have a Tetris video, but the streams. The last thing we want is Calgary. I mean, Sean McIntyre. I like the Flames. I definitely understand you're an Oilers fan, but like for me, I want the Flames to win personally. I want Montreal to catch Edmonton. But yeah, guys. So that is gonna. I have the streams unlisted. Damn DDT. Wow. Well, you know what? Make them public again. Hey, Kings being the Sharks. Let's go. Let's go, Derek. Let's go dinner stream. Hey, let's go. I mean, Andrew, I could maybe do that eventually. Maybe next time I get McDonald's, we're gonna do a mukbang. We're gonna do a mukbang. We're gonna put the webcam like all the way up on the ceiling. We'll have to look up at you guys. Hi guys. Just eat some nuggets or something, because that's all he made. Oh, let's go DDT. Oh, you're a Habs fan, Sean. I'm sorry. I thought you were an Oilers fan for some reason. Yeah, I mean, Sean, that is true. They're getting closer, but I mean, are they really? Oh, fuck. Rick, I keep forgetting. I need to get those goddamn Fritos, man. I'm so sorry, Rick. I might as well just make it a video at this point, trying Fritos. I need to do like I did with that Timbits cereal video. I just need to do like a trying Fritos on camera type of deal. I need to do something like that. I'm really sorry I haven't gotten to the goddamn Fritos yet, Rick. I'm really sorry, man. Oh my god, yeah. McDonald's and then Fritos is the dessert. That's what I'll do, guys. That's what I'll do. Actually, I'll have the Fritos and then I'll have like one of my goddamn like chocolate bars that I have here on my desk. All good. Hey, thank you, Rick. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. If you guys don't mind, my voice is bothering me right now. My voice is starting to bother me. Talking for an hour and 40 minutes, like it's been nuts. I've loved streaming for sure, guys. It's just I need a bit of a break. And again, I look like Saku Koivu. I love this, honestly. I might actually shave the whole thing off. I think I rocked the Habs jersey with the full unshaved head. I don't think I've actually worn the Habs jersey when I've had the full unshaved head. I think that'd be pretty sick, guys. Like I'm starting to develop in my face. I definitely think like Saku Koivu era, like bald head with the Habs sweater, like that would rock. That would be sick, man. Yeah, Sons, I'm still alive. I'm about to go. I'm about to leave, man. Hey, Andrea, go Jets, go. Big GG's. Your team beat us fair and square, man. Yeah, guys, this is gonna be the end of the stream, guys. Yeah, I have to get out of here, boys. I have to get out of here. I gotta rest my voice. I'm gonna force myself. I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to leave you guys, but I got it, man. I got it, guys. So thank you all so much for watching. I love you all so much. I love you guys so much, guys. And you guys are awesome. My name is Harry Rice, and I am out. Love you all, guys, so much. Stay classy, boys. GGA Andrea, thank you, man. Thank you for being a good sport and with the GGs. Well, I'm a good sport technically because we lost, but thank you for not bragging, whatever. But yeah, go Jets, go for you for sure, man. Yeah, DDT, guys, for DDT boys. Before we end the stream, guys, let's get the Triple Heart Squad in the chat one last time. I want to end the stream. I want to see some goddamn Triple Heart Squad before the end of the stream, boys. I want to see some damn Triple Heart Squad. Andrea, thank you, no problem. It's perfectly fine. I'm losing to the Canadiens losing at this point. Thank you very much for coming by to the stream though. Means a lot. And if you wanna check out the video, I'm not a biased Habs fan. I talked about how shit the Canadiens played tonight. Jets played really good tonight. If you want to go back and look at the stream, you can do that. Hit that sub if you enjoyed. Thank you though for coming by. I appreciate it, man. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Harris, and I am out again. Stay classy, boys. I love every single one of you guys. And I'm out. I keep forgetting my goddamn outro. Montreal's better than Oilers. Andrea, you know it. We're better. We are not a two-man team. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. But my name is Harris, and I am out. Stay classy, boys. Ade Montreal. I love every single one of you guys. You guys are awesome. Go Habs, go, boys. I don't think I've done the snap in a while. Bye, guys.